What's up, YouTube? A little under the weather today, not feeling too great, but we are back mounting the Dart 2013 Dodge Dart Rallye. We getting into it. We taking this thing back to the factory. We gonna start fresh. We gonna get everything worked out. What I mean by that, we get fits in the paint. We gonna fix the tire pressure lights on, check engine lights on. We gotta get those things fixed. Missing the sunglass holder, missing the eye light cover. Sunroof don't work. Paint starting to peel. Gotta get those things taken care of. Look back here, my daughter got the roof. It's super dirty. Look at the car seats. The seats is dirty. It's just a lot that gotta be done. But the reason why we're doing this video, we want to get this car back to its former glory. Want to fall back in love with it. Love this car like I did when I first brought it. So y'all stay tuned, stick around. Let's go ahead and get the process off. This is day one, part one of the video. Two of the things that we're gonna do today. Again, we're gonna get this sunroof working. What I mean by we're gonna get this sunroof working, I already took the motor out, did that off camera, but we are replacing this when I got the new one in today, so we can pop that out, get that done. Also, I need new headlights, both of the headlights out. So got a little clip of that when I'm putting it back in. But stay tuned, let's get it. Pow.
We came a long way, we jumped right off the porch, had to go make a way for me and all my boys. Was sick and tired of stressing, used to be living messy, now finally getting money, counting each and every blessing. We came a long way, we jumped right off the porch, had to go make a way for me and all my boys. Was sick and tired of stressing, used to be living messy, now finally getting money, counting each and every blessing.
So guys, first thing first is, if you still have your sunglass holder, you want to come in here. You got 2 screws in here. You want to get in here and take these 2 screws down. Once you take these 2 screws down, you should be able to pull this top part off. So let me go ahead and get these 2 out of here. I hope y'all can hear me well also. I know my voice is kind of out, but we got to work through the sickness. Got to get it out. Can't sit around, slow feet don't eat. One screw out. Second screw out. Now this right here panel, it just pops down. Move it out the way. Again, everything is still connected. Again, 2 screws right here that was in it. I'm gonna sit these down here in the cup holder so they don't get missing. Now, originally, and I got it sitting over here, move this stuff out of the way. This the old motor it came with, you see star screws that hold us up in place. And I'm gonna grab the camera and show y'all what those are like over here. But over here, you got this one little pin that plugs into the back of the motor. And I do have the new motor here, so let's go and pull this out the box, get it out the plastic, see what it look like. And I hope that be the cause. My sunroof haven't been working. I know the base destroyed. I want to say took it away, but this is the new fresh one. Basically, I got to get this one mounted up, get it secured in place, make sure all the clamps and everything fit well. When I get it in, I got to get those 3 screws back in. Go ahead and knock that out and get that put up. Y'all just stay tuned. Let me get the I want to get the white dwelling. And let me take this piece out of the way too, so y'all can see what's all going on. So pull the clamp valve, pops right out. You got one open screw. Come down here. Make sure I got my right star bit that fits. That's a little too loose, so I want to go a size bigger than that one here. This one here should work perfect, which it does. Pop it right here in my tool bit. We can go from there. But one thing I want to do, come back, camera, come back. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little off the game today, but I guess alright, y'all gotta stay tuned with me. This is the struggle of being sick doing the projects, but let me get this camera back mounted up right so y'all can see what's all going on up here. One thing I want to do before I get too far in, being that I just bought this piece, I want to plug it in and make sure this thing actually works. That's the main objective. But in order for me to plug it in and work, I gotta actually have this plugged in and working as well, so I can see if the motor turns or not. And now I hit the button, you see it jumping. So basically that's my whole problem. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unplug this again, put this down. I need to get this back mounted up in place and get the actual kit in correct. When I get this in and get the mounting holes right, she should go right on in here. Grab my screw bits. Grab my screw bits. Let's go ahead and tighten her back in, get her all the way back in place, holding in tight so she don't fall out. Now this motor, it only cost me $56 to get it in. I don't know why it took me so long to get it. That's one of the reasons I brought this car, because of the actual sunroof on it. I mean, me personally, when you're paying money for a car, one thing you want is, for me, it's a sunroof. That's one thing I look for. If I'm spending a certain amount of dollars, I'm gonna get what I want. And the sunroof is one of the things I wanted on one of my first cars. I got it on 2 of my vehicles out of 4. Then we have another vehicle that we're about to bring to the channel that I haven't introduced yet. Oh, let me put this in here. Oh, lost a screw. It's alright, I'll get to that because I don't know where she went. But what I want to see before we get too far again, I want to plug this up. Let me get this right. We're going to plug this back up and let's see if this thing gonna actually open. That's the main ejector. Got it in there, and see, this is exactly why we stopped. It's working, but do y'all see how it keeps stopping and starting? We don't need that. It's going forward, but it ain't going backwards. So that's a problem. We definitely got to get that taken care of. So stay tuned with me. I'm gonna cut this camera back on. I'll get this sorted out. Bye. So guys, I did manage to get the sunroof open. However, when I got it in, it was able to slide up, but it wasn't sliding back. And so what I'm gonna do, you can see how bad it burnt out in there. So what I'm about to do now, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit, get this back in shape. When I put this back in this time, I'm gonna make sure I got it all the way bolted in. Last time when I just attempted it, I didn't bolt it all the way in because I wanted to make sure that the motor actually worked, and that was my problem, which I can clearly see it was. However, this gear pin in the inside, I don't know if you guys can see that good or not. I'm gonna try to drop it down low. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing right here cleared out, and I might have to replace that. Let's hope that's not the case. I'm gonna put the phone back down. We're gonna try this over again and see what we can do. So again, got the plug, motor piece, motor mount. Got my 3 screws right here. Go ahead and get them prepared to come on up. We want to place this in here perfect. We get this placed in. And see, the screw mounts in here actually, guys, supposed to guide it back in place. And with that being said, when we got all 3 screws, it's supposed to help line it up. But it is a little complicated, especially when you're doing it by yourself. But it ain't a hard task. It is a one-bit job. Just gotta have the time, patience. That way you don't tear anything up. That seems, again, I had a video about that. Sometimes you gotta slow down to speed up. That video speaks truth about everything I do. I like to rush things a lot. And we get problems like this when you rush things, especially when you're not using the right tools. And somebody keep calling my phone, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm not answering no phone calls. But this is the last time. If I don't get it lined up this time, I'm gonna run it back to the shop, run it by Tyler, see if Tyler can figure out the problem. But I'm just glad that we got some kind of action coming on in this sunroof over here. Worst thing is how much it's been raining today. If I open the sunroof and then get it stuck open, that would be horrible, especially with all the rain that's been coming. That would kind of be worst case scenario. But for some odd reason, I keep losing the last screw. So let's go ahead and get this over here. And I think I messed up again. The reason why I say I think I messed up again, oh, let's see. I might can make it work. What I'm doing now, I'm plugging it back in. Got that one good in place, mounted up. This right here, I just want to clip it on. Let's see. Let's see, I think it gotta be recalibrated because right now it's going backwards. That's up. And see the motor, my cables is going backwards. Got the sunroof open and you guys can see that. But I'm pressing one button and it's turning one way. That's the wildest thing, but I can't complain about it. As long as it stays open, it's doing what it's got to do until I get it calibrated. We're going to stick with it. On this first part of remodeling Dart, we're getting back some action. We're getting some movement. That's my big thing. Now the more I play with it, the more the button's starting to work correct. So hey, we can see God again back out top of the sunroof. This first edition of remodeling the Dart. You see that net definitely got to be cleaned out up here. I know the sun ain't gonna just right. But hey, stay tuned. It's only part one, part two. We're gonna start doing some paint. We're gonna get some things done. First, we gotta get this front window tinted. So stay tuned with us. Thank y'all for watching. Boom, we out. Daddy Dart the thing.
So is it orange or what color is it?
LEDs. They it's like a multi-glow. They can change any colors. Control them on my app. Rick again is the man on YouTube. About to be some big changes coming up soon.